Hello, this is Evangelist Valerie Miller Simpson. Welcome to the show today. Today's show is going to be recognizing toxic relationships and how to cut them off. When it comes to identifying most toxic individuals, it's a given. Why? Because they simply tell on themselves with their mean, nasty characters. But what about individuals that you like and really love that don't have a nasty character? This can be really challenging, and the individual can be difficult to let go because of the connection, because they're not mean. Maybe they were your homies at one time, but you grew up and then you outgrew the relationship. They left out of your life, and now, guess what? They're back. All the facts and signs are there because they're doing the same things they were doing years ago when you first met them. And even when you talk on the telephone, you can feel the negative energy, the heaviness coming through the phone. Now a headache is coming on. You don't want to hurt their feelings. But the more you stay around them, the more they are weighting you down. And although you don't hate them, at the same time, you don't want to be bothered with them. Then accept the fact they're not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, how do I move on? Solution: you must take control. Remember, you are the one that controls your environment. You are the one that controls the circle of friends of who you allow in it. You decide whether you want to be happy. You decide whether you want to tolerate their presence or remain miserable and complaining. You must recognize that you were not put on this earth to change everybody. You alone are a big job in itself. God has a big job dealing with you. Start being less available, including being on the telephone or going on events together. You don't have to be mean, but you do need to be firm. The most important part of disconnected is severing the soul ties in the spirit. When most people think about soul ties, the first thing that comes to mind is sex, fornication, adultery, and marriage. Talks about the two shall become one. Soul ties can be so close to the point that the individuals can read each other's mind. And you know, that used to happen to me and my husband all the time when we were married. My husband has passed away, and but I thank God for the memories. Soul ties can be also family members. It doesn't just have to be marriage, because it's two individuals linking. You know, sometimes you can be on the telephone and talking, and your soul, it gets so attached. And you know how, like, you know, I know back in the days before I was a Christian, I would hear certain music, and they would call it soul music, and it would touch my soul. I could feel that thing. You know what I'm saying? The same thing when you have somebody that you really care about, and it doesn't have to be somebody that you're married to, but it could be a friend. It could be somebody that's your best friend, and you connect with them. You connect with them in the spirit because, you know, you can feel what they're feeling because you're friends. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but soul ties could also be family members, close family members. You know, mother and daughter, you know what I'm saying? Mother and son, father and son, and just, you know, connected with each other because you know, the closeness in the spiritual closeness. But see, soul ties can also be toxic relationships and also toxic friendships. And the ones that you thought were your best friends, you found out later they were poison to your soul. And I'm going to say this. Some memories, including friendships, need to just stay memories in the past. We don't need to be going digging up old memories because we had such a good time. And see, who you were before, you may be a different person. Especially if you're a Christian. If any man be in Christ Jesus, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So it's about letting go and letting God. About letting go of the past. Forgetting those things behind you. Otherwise, thank God for the memories. But now you have to live your life for today. Because some of the stuff in the past, you didn't even probably know they were toxic, because maybe back in those days, you may have been toxic. But God has saved you. He's delivered you. He set you free. And now who the Son has made free is free indeed.